Hey guys, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In this video, we'll be discussing the relationship between Voldemort and Nagini, an unusual bond between man and snake. As we know, Nagini was born a female, human maledictus. Maledictus refers to someone who suffers from a blood malediction, a dark curse that is passed on through generations of family members. Nagini's blood malediction meant that she was destined to turn into a snake, becoming less human and more snake each and every day. For a period, you possess the ability to transform at will, but that slips over time. A blood malediction is an awful and inescapable curse that eats away at you, slowly stripping away your identity. Before transforming into a snake permanently and eventually becoming a Horcrux, Nagini was a shy, quiet, kind woman who was unfortunately mistreated by the Circus Arcanus. Nagini was not evil from the beginning, and even attempted to save Credence Barebone from being manipulated by Grindelwald. She would eventually help in defeating Grindelwald, siding with Newt Scamander and others in an attempt to end the global Wizarding War. The snake form of Nagini was first introduced in the Goblet of Fire, where she is described as eating the body of Muggle Frank Bryce. Though we don't have an exact date, it's speculated that Nagini and Voldemort met in the forests of Albania, sometime in the 1980s. At this point, Nagini would have likely fully assumed her snake-like form, and Voldemort would have been hiding in his disembodied state. It's hard to say how their initial interaction would have gone, but we know a couple of things about Voldemort that would help him in interacting with a giant snake. Firstly, Voldemort is able to possess animals, and we know that later on in the books and films, he can possess Nagini. So I would imagine the possession was part of their original interaction. Secondly, Voldemort is the descendant of Salazar Slytherin. This means that his connection to snakes is strong, and that he can even communicate with them, because of his ability to speak Parseltongue. Fast forward to their interaction, I'm sure Nagini, a lost maledictus devoid of communication, would have leaped at the opportunity to communicate with someone else, anyone else. It was someone who could finally understand her, someone who she could tell her story to. I'm sure that Voldemort would have quickly realized that she was a maledictus, immediately elevating her above the level of just some snake, effectively piquing his interest. At this point, both Nagini and Voldemort were likely a bit lost, Nagini stuck in a snake form, devoid of interaction, and Voldemort newly defeated and at a bit of a loss for what to do next. It's only natural that the two would pair and join up, each of them having something to offer to the other. Nagini was instrumental in Lord Voldemort's survival before he could be restored to his body. Her venom was even used in an elixir that helped him to survive. It was one of the primary ingredients in a potion that he used to rebuild his strength. In addition to that, she helped him commit a vast number of murders, and she even became one of his Horcruxes when Voldemort murdered Bertha Jorkins in 1994. By the time Nagini had become a Horcrux, she had been at Voldemort's side for a long time. Her humble, shy, and gentle nature was no more, and she became a weapon for Lord Voldemort, the man to which she was completely loyal. Because she was one of Voldemort's Horcruxes, she shared a telepathic bond with him, and was even capable of speaking to him over vast distances. Despite his evil nature, she thought very highly of him, and she only became more and more like him after their considerable time together. Dumbledore had this to say of Voldemort's relationship with Nagini: "I think he is perhaps as fond of her as he can be of anything. He certainly likes to keep her close, and has an unusual amount of control over her, even for a Parselmouth." So it wasn't just Nagini that cared for Voldemort. He had strong feelings for her as well, feelings that he didn't have for anyone else. She may have been the only thing that he truly cared about. And that's it for this video. What do you guys think? How do you think Voldemort and Nagini met? How was their relationship established? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Until next time, you're a wizard, Harry!